Why, hello, my math genius children. How are you? It's been a whole couple hours since I talked to you last. I hope you're doing wonderful. Are you ready for some math? We have to do some number push-ups. Today we're going to be matching and counting to compare sets of objects to find out which one is less. So yesterday we talked about which one was more. Today we went less. So before we do that, we're going to do some number push-ups. We are going to be given a number. If I say 2, we're going to do 2 push-ups. 1, 2. And then we're going to say how many more we need to get to 10, and we're going to figure it out. Okay, we're going to count on. So let's try it. Let's do the number 2 and find out how many more we need to get to 10. You ready? 1, 2. Okay, let's find out how many more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many more did we need? 8 push-ups. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. Nice. Let's do it 3 more times. Okay, I want us to do 5. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, muscles, how many more do we need to get to 10? Keep going. Count on. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many more did we need to get to 10? 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. You are so good. Kiss those muscles, guys. Let's see them. Oh, we're so strong. Okay, are you ready? One more time. I'm going to do 9. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm getting tired. 4. Oh, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, how many more do we need to get to 10? Count on. 10. Only 1. So 9 plus 1 equals 10. You guys are awesome at that. Okay, so now we're going to do something really easy. I drew a picture of how many friends I had sitting at my table, and only 2 pencils were at the table. So we have to decide which is less, the people or the pencils. How many people there were, or how many pencils there were. Which one is less? Let's connect them to find out. You ready? I'm going to connect this one to this one and this one to this one. Which one's less? Stand up if you think there are less pencils. Sit down. Stand up if you think there are less people. Sit down. I hope you said there were less pencils. Because look, these 2 friends, they didn't come to class prepared. They don't have pencils. Poor kids. All right. Are you ready to do one more really quick thing? And then we're going to be done with math. At least your math video with Mrs. Tiller. Okay, my friends. So, once again, we're talking about which is less. So, I am going to be drawing some shapes. You remember those shapes we were talking with and working with yesterday? This time I'm just going to draw some. You don't need to worry about getting any. So, I am just going to draw some shapes. La la la. I've got some hearts. I've got some squares. Some squares. And I'm going to do some triangles. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out how many of each that we have, okay? So let's count some hearts first. You ready? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 hearts. Let's find out how many triangles we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, we have so many. So triangles, we have 8. What about squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 squares. Okay. So we have 4 circles, 8 triangles, and 6 squares. Now, I know that if I was just talking to you, you could be like, obviously, Mrs. Tiller, there are less hearts than there are triangles. But what if I came back at you and was like, well, how can you prove that? What if someone didn't understand and you needed to teach them how you knew that? What could you do? Draw a picture, of course. So let's do that. Let's make lines and rows so we can compare which one is less. So let's do some hearts. 4 hearts, we said. So we can compare. Because if you were teaching someone and they didn't understand, you could draw a picture to help them understand and see which one has less. So we did 4 hearts. We're going to do 8 triangles. Okay, so I want to line them up so that they can really see it. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know I have the right numbers, okay? Let's draw lines and connect them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you could be like, look, these guys don't have partners. They don't have hearts. So there's obviously more triangles than hearts. Do you think you could draw an example to show what more means? I want you to get out your whiteboard and your whiteboard marker, and I want you to draw with your shapes something that shows more. You might draw 6 circles and 1 heart and say there are more circles, and you'll draw lines to show me that. Or you might draw 5 rectangles and 10 diamonds and say there are more diamonds than rectangles, and connect lines and put them in a line to show that. Your teacher's going to be coming around to look at your boards and see that you can show her and teach her how you know there is more of something, okay? So that's your goal. You're going to get your whiteboard and you're going to do that. After you guys have done that, you have your individual work time. If you are in the high group, you have a worksheet called Lesson 26 Problem Set Extension. And all it is this exact same activity that the rest of the group is doing, except it's higher numbers, just like the rest of this whole entire week and of life. So everybody else is going to be getting in their student workbook, looks like this, and doing page 125, which is Lesson 26 Problem Set. And it looks like this, except it doesn't have color. And all you have to do is write how many of each there are, and then you're going to say 5 is less than 10, or however many there are. Okay, so if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is less than 6. Okay, so you're doing this worksheet, and then you're all done with math. Yeah, you guys are just math geniuses. All right, I will see you at school tomorrow. After you have math, all you have is writing, and then the rest of the day is so easy. So make sure you put all of your effort into writing so that when we have our party day tomorrow, we can spend all our day partying about the 100th day of school instead of making up work, okay? So I hope your sub can leave me an amazing note and tell me how hard you worked on your math. Okay, can't wait to see what you use to show what more means. Bye.